Now then, let's get the bot going. Actually, let me do the recap first so the bot doesn't listen in. Last episode, you had wandered into the little keystone hole, stone keyhole cave. There we go. Over there on the west side of Thither. So if you open player Thither, for example, you can see where you are in the greater realm. While there, you found a basically nondescript stone, I guess, cave, alcove, grotto. No, there's no water. Yeah, cave, alcove. Which, other than some strange sort of physical effects that you noted, didn't really seem to have much going on. The strange physical effects, though, seem to be an inversion of light, almost like a camera obscura, but one that was smaller than the actual keyhole of said name that I stumbled on earlier. So you investigated further. One of you, I believe, pulled out a crystal orb spell focus and was playing with the light and trying to find the inversion point. The discovery of which locked that spell focus into position and began a sort of like light show that began to trace golden light traceries across the walls of the cave. We will pick up there as soon as I tell the bot that its job has begun. Man, you with fucking interfaces and shit now. Yep, do it. Oh, what the fuck? Fine. What are you guys streaming, right?
Yep.
Okay, well, the bot just shat the bed, so I'm gonna kick it because I don't believe it's actually doing anything right now.
The bed to shit. Bed.
Pooping in the bed.
Okay. And then I'll just have to download the VOD later and put it in as a transcript. I do recall they did a massive update recently, so I think what happened was I was supposed to reinitialize the bot and didn't, but I'm not going to fucking stumble through that right now. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you there, Verde. What was up?
No, I was just going to say shit the bed.
Okay, yeah, so might as well just jump into it then. Golden traceries of light, like Prawn style or Zelda style, right? As they scry their way across the walls, you realize that they are probably some sort of complicated magic circle.
Oh.
Gee.
I'm a wizard, Harry. Let me, can I do an Arcana check?
Absolutely.
I mean, I know a little bit about magic. I'm proficient in it. It's sort of backwards barbaric magic.
I'm sorry, I take that back. I did not mean absolutely. I meant apparently not.
You know,
Okay, guys.
magic comes in circles.
Here, I'm going to roll my religion.
You know that? Magic comes in circles.
Sometimes, yeah, magic is circular. Indeed, it is circular sometimes.
Indeed. Yeah, the traceries are definitely arcane and not religious. That's what your religion check tells you. Phalian, your experience both as a magic user in this game and as a player of another magic user recognizes instantly that it is a teleport circle that is inscribing itself, or in this case, a teleport sphere, I suppose, because it's basically acting like a encapsulation of the area that you're standing in.
Oh, fun. I wonder where we're going.
Interesting. Yeah. Is it gonna self-cast? Is it creating...
Is this a destination or an origin?
Yeah, I think this is supposed to be a destination. I wonder if it's going to open up and summon something.
Oh, is this a prison cell?
Oh, yikes. Terrifying.
Well, that's fun. No, however, or at least not that you can tell. Instead, what happens is that as the spell finishes, there is a flash of golden light and a sort of like the space fills with glowing amber particles for a moment, almost as if you were standing in a glowing tank of dust. But they move to the back of the room as if propelled by the light. And they cluster around the globe of light that is there, and then sort of from there explode outward to form an amber sort of like archway of scintillating energy that you recognize as probably a teleport portal.
Very cute.
A
Well,
teleportal, if you will.
I suppose let's see
Exactly.
where it goes.
I like it.
Let's stick our head then.
Just your head, that's dangerous.
No.
Yeah, all right. Which one of you wants to go first?
I'm going.
I'll go.
Wait,
Do you want to do Jen can go and see who goes first, Friday? Or do you want to go first?
I'm going to tie a rope around one of their waists.
How about we race?
The archway is actually probably, we'll call it 10 feet because that's D&D rules, but it's definitely two abreast. Like you could probably both jump at once if you wanted to, or poke your heads in at once, or whatever it is you want to do.
Probably hold hands. I do think we should tie a rope to at least one of them.
That's not how magic portals work. I know that from previous experience in other games.
Rope goes limp. Fuck.
Pretty much.
Well, yeah. More importantly, the teleport spell doesn't last forever, so that portal won't stay open for long. You don't think?
Okay, we should all go
All
in.
right, if we're all going to die together, then we're all going to die, right?
We're not going to die.
We're the heroes.
You're just gonna sliders that shit.
Too true, Verde. Too true. Yeah. As soon as he says we're the heroes, I'm like, and I just kind of laugh and put my arms around both of them and shove them through and follow behind.
All right.
Must I roll,
Hold
or
on.
are they too shocked and just fall? What?
Oh, I was already going through the door, whether you were stopping me or not.
Yep. Good.
Yeah. Nope. I think you are all good. So let me hit this button here. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, healers of eternity.
Okay. You are standing in a narrow rock hallway. Behind you is a solid rock wall, sort of archway shaped, as if maybe that was intentional. Everything here appears to be relatively rough hewn. However, directly in front of both Watts and Verde is another such archway that is mundane and appears to open into a larger room. And you can kind of see a stone banister about 10 feet ahead of you.
Does it look wet or smoky in here?
No, but it does. Like you can feel that it is cold, perhaps in the way that a root cellar might be, or even a like walk-in fridge if you were like standing in the doorway.
Huh. That's interesting.
And there's like a corresponding draft, though you can't tell where or why.
Shit.
Verde.
Dangerous?
No,
Yeah,
Jory, you got to go around the walls, bro.
Oh, I thought I was.
What is up?
There.
Okay, so the area that you're in is almost an airsats hallway because it seems to open up onto, basically a 2-story room. However, you can't see anything past the banister because there is a dense white fog that is very cold. However, at either end of the banister, you can see a couple of doors. Likewise, a pair of staircases seem to lead down into that very cold room.
Anybody remember what fog monsters look like when they're hanging out?
Like the fog, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't they just like appear to be fog?
What do you reckon that's a fog monster?
Fog monster. I don't have
Yeah, I don't-
so I can't tell.
I don't know that I know what a fog monster is.
You do, you do.
Hey, fog. What's up?
I'm going to perceive the fog. Peer deeply into it.
Yeah, it seems to be cold. There is perhaps a silhouette in the center of the fog. It's hard to tell, but if that's a silhouette, it's big. Like maybe 10 feet tall and 15 or 20 feet wide.
Could be some kind of like elemental down there.
However, everything is still as a tomb. It's very quiet.
It was a doom.
Hmm.
This is not, I mean, magic is not my thing, you guys. I'm more spiritual.
Yeah, let me think about what tools we got here.
Okay. Do we got like a light sphere or something that's like really bright?
I got another crystal ball.
You could cast light on it if you have light.
Sure, not
I
enough.
don't have light.
Nor do I. Do you have light, Neuro?
No. I'm looking to see if Druidcraft would help in some way.
No, I don't think I do.
Okay.
Either.
I take out and get one of my torches, and I will use my mage hand to carry the torch out across the way to get a better look into the darkness.
Interesting. Hold on, let me see if there's a good way to do that.
Yeah,
There is.
I
Neat.
do not.
Okay, hold on.
Pardon me.
What's the max range on Mage Hand again?
Let me double check that. 30 feet.
Okay.
So I should be able to send my the mage hand straight out above the fog, and we should be able to see things. At least, ish.
Hey, can you move that mage hand, Watts? Oh, fuck yeah, you can. It's a banister, man. Hold on, let me see if I can move that around for you. I had not considered that. There you go.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So that should be basically max range, and it's going to have a light source.
Yeah. As soon as you get about 10 feet into the cloud with your mage hand, the torch sputters and dies.
Yeah, I was afraid of that.
Hold on a sec.
Wait, I thought
I'm
we were
gonna
above
use.
the fog cloud.
No, I think it's right there, isn't it?
Oh no, that's him.
Yeah, it
That's
fills both the upper and lower volume. It's
Ooh.
it's just cloud.
I'm going to
Okay.
hit it with a Druidcraft to relight it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Does it just sputter like there's no oxygen? Because I get the feeling that what's happening is it's being blown out by the cold
Yeah,
and lack of air.
Hey. Oh, god damn it. That's gonna be the death of me. All the mode switching.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, excuse me.
Yeah, I can also prestidigitation the torch.
Yeah, we have ways to relight the torch magically.
Yeah,
Right. But
you can relight the torch, but it does go out pretty immediately.
Try
if there's
finding
no
a
oxygen
different.
there, it'll just gutter.
Watch it. Okay, I'm going to bring it back to where it says on the edge of the cloud. Should be about right there.
Yep. I'll leave the light on this time instead of turning it off. Uh-huh.
Right here, it doesn't go out.
That is correct.
Is there any movement of the flame, or is it just the normal? Like
There is a draft in the room that seems to pull the flame towards the center of the room.
Okay, so then I move it to there. Move it 5 feet.
Yep. It gets a little sputtery, but it doesn't actually like change. When I say it gets sputtery, I don't mean it reacts as if that draft that I was talking about is stronger. What I mean is it acts as if, like a candle wick that's run out of fuel, right? It acts like the flame is sputtering out.
Okay, could we use... I want to use thaumaturgy to strengthen the flame and to change the color to make it more... this area more visible.
Interesting. So you try to make it brighter, basically?
Right, exactly. That way I can get a better feel of what's going on inside of it. And I know some colors transmit through fog easier than others.
Orange and yellow are better than white.
Right. So I'd start cycling through colors till I found one that really things popped, so to speak.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, hold on. Let's see if I can do that really quick. Okay, so for a moment, everything flares relatively brightly. The fog remains relatively impenetrable. However, why don't you all make a quick perception check for me?
Well, get that done with.
My eyes be peeled.
Yeah. There is definitely a shape in the fog.
Did
And
mine
it
come
looks
up?
to you. I did not see yours.
All right, let me try it again. Oh, whoops! I clicked the wrong place. It's wisdom, right?
Perception.
Yeah, it should be under skills. Boom.
Good douche. Nice. Yeah, so both of you would see it then. Yeah, there is definitely a shape in the fog, and from what you can tell, it is either somewhat amorphous or perhaps has more limbs than you would expect from a humanoid. And it's definitely big, like maybe 15 feet tall.
Like
Wow.
elemental.
Maybe, probably. It's hard to say. It doesn't have the sort of like when I say amorphous, I don't mean that it doesn't have definition. What I mean is that where you might expect there to be a head, there appear to be 3 tentacles or arms. It also appears to have another set of arms beneath that on some sort of complicated joint, like a thorax, perhaps.
Is it like shifting around?
And you say that because it looks like it has another set of limbs behind that. But it's a silhouette in the fog, so you can't really say much about that,
Yeah. Do they shift, or is it more like you just...
No, it's perfectly still.
It's still, okay, yeah, all right.
The only thing moving is the mist and the draft of air, which is probably what's moving the mist.
Got
Is it
you.
a great guardian of
like-
Nazareth Cocytus?
What was that?
Said, is it the great guardian of Nazareth Cocytus?
No, that's funny though.
Like the Tom Petty song, You Were Just a Shape in the Fog.
Right.
I guess I'll try communicating at it with telepathy. Does it seem like I can even make a connection to send anything to it?
Yes, it does. Yeah, I'm gonna need a roll from you.
Okay.
Let's do this as a charisma save.
Okay.
Out in the cave, floating around.
Oh, I don't think I passed that one.
You do connect with something, and before you can even begin to tentatively, proffer any form of communication, you are effectively mentally shat. No, not shat. You are mentally shouted down. Not shat down, shouted down.
Psychically pegged.
You pooped on my
By
brain.
a voice so loud in your head that it hurts. Right.
Yeah.
That said, it doesn't say much. It says, name me to know me, and through knowing me, transform. And then it says nothing. Take 1d8 psychic damage.
Yikes, yikes.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, I've heard this.
Choose the shape that the destroyer will come.
Are you a god? Oh, dude. That's not right, man.
Yeah, and I tell that to the party then. That's it is not friendly. I don't know if I want to know its name.
Does it match any historic things that I might know about? Maybe one of the other me's would know about it. Speaking of which, it's still Verde.
Yeah, not that you can discern, obviously. I mean, you do have a cheat power that you could potentially use to try to gain some insight, but nothing comes out, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like I know any stories. I don't know, it kind of sounds like a demon.
Yeah,
You
doesn't
know
it?
anything about that?
Yeah, but I can't think of any of the demons from the monster manual that are a big bug that I remember clearly.
Well, I mean,
Let me
Beelzebub.
ask you this. From the details I learned that give me +1 to Northern Mountain Demons, does this seem like a Northern Mountain Demon by any chance?
It does not. In fact, it explicitly does not.
Okay.
Northern Mountain Demons, generally are your more like classical D&D demon, red-skinned, horned, slathering teeth, that kind of thing.
Okay.
This,
Oh, you know what? There's
this is more like, yeah, this is more like, if you were to compare it to, and again, it's a silhouette, so I don't want you to get the impression that you definitively know fuck all, because you do not.
You
right?
do not.
But,
No.
But like, if you were to try to compare that silhouette with a 5e creature, maybe like a massive Yuan-Ti with some weird head shit going on.
See, that's what you just kind of described. Sounds like a bug.
Well, yeah, and what
But
it's
that's more about like the proportion of the limbs than it is its real shape, to be clear. Like, again, I'm not trying to give you any definitive information. You don't know shit. It's just a blob in the fog. It's just a weird one.
Sure.
Yeah, I just figured it was some abyssal creature whose form it would be difficult to potentially even discern.
Discern, yeah.
Well, we came all the way here to get this thing, I guess. So what are we gonna do about it?
all we need to do is guess its name, right? Something like that. What was that riddle?
Yeah. Name it to know it, and through knowing it, transform.
Is there any information written down anywhere
Any
in?
filigree in the walls?
Yeah.
Not that you can see. Here, the area is rough hewn. The two doors are big iron doors, and are more, properly worked. So there is evidence that it's more than just a cave, but from here, it's relatively nondescript.
Hmm.
Name it, to know it, transform. It's like getting educated. Once you go, you don't come back.
If you move the torch around in different areas, I wonder if the draft is still centered towards it.
Seems fair.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
So it's like it's drawing in everything to the middle,
Right.
like a vortex.
Well, it's not. No, more like a singularity.
His name is Truth, I would say out loud.
Nothing seems to happen.
Damn.
I like that one though.
Yeah. That sounds like some Arabic riddle from like early Quran days or something.
Oh,
It's light. It's always going to be light or truth. That's always going to be the answer. Or brotherhood, I guess.
It's not the Sphinx, and it's not
Is it
Rumpelstiltskin.
friendship? Is your name friendship?
I did say all that out loud, right? Can't be a genie.
Still and
cold.
quiet. Yeah.
Right. It's cold. Can't be a genie.
Well, unless it's in a Rush song,
Oh shit!
then it's a cold fire.
It's cold fire, right?
Mm-mm.
I mean, a face or a monster hanging in the cloud is a cold fire.
You get
That's how
it.
It's the trans-dimensional portal manual.
A trans-dimensional portal. Hurrah! I read that book.
Oh, I just forgot about my trans-dimensional portal manual.
You have a manual? What?
Yeah. Trans-dimensional portal manual.
Shit.
Yeah. You've had that for a while.
Yeah.
What does it say about the trans-dimensional portal?
Not much that is useful here.
Yeah, no, not at all. Could use my magic awareness.
I can't tell if, I guess you could see it. Also, Verdi, there is a smaller door in the south corner there, in the southwest corner of the room right there.
On the side that we're on?
Yeah, like two tiles west of you, there is a door to the south.
This one right over here. How did I not even notice this? Picks his nose.
Yep, also the one directly below you.
One next to me, sir.
No.
No.
There are 2 doors.
Yep. 2 doors down.
Any movement or anything in this one before I go and look into the other one?
No, it is still as a tomb like the rest of the area. However, it is a different style of room than you're used to. Still rough hewn, but there are more wrought elements. There's some broken columns here that have some scroll work, I guess you'd call that, around the edges. You know, they're not like Corinth, but they're kind of like that.
Perhaps, maybe a clue. Sorry, I'm sneezing.
A chew? No, a clue.
Okay, now that you're in the room, you can see that there is a door to the north. The room is empty. However, it kind of smells like dog.
Huh.
Yeah, dogs.
I probably don't have to do that in 2 turns if I take a running jump.
Hey,
Yeah, probably.
Galen, check the door to your south before we go further into this one.
Okay.
You gotta open it. You can't just step into the wall.
Yeah, why didn't it open? There we go. Okay. Phalian, you don't have a light source, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Is it just not on your token?
Yeah, that sounds right. It's the go to my inventory. Oh, there it is. The cloth and lamp apparatus. So
Thank you, sir. Okay.
it's the and it has the continual flame ruby in it.
I thought so. That's why I was asking. When I noticed that you opened the door and you couldn't see inside, I was like, that is not right.
It's a bedroom.
Yeah, it is a bedroom.
It's very much just a bed.
Yeah,
and
completely
it's small.
featureless, like a monk's cell.
Mm-hmm. Gonna kind of look around. Does this also smell like dog?
It does not. Mostly it smells like dust.
Does it look like this bed's been used recently?
No, definitely
Okay.
not. It's relatively well preserved. Like, it's not, rotted away or anything, which implies that it's probably dry, but it also looks like it probably hasn't been touched in 5 or 10 or maybe even 15 or 20 years.
I'm gonna kind of look under it and like under the mattress and sheets and stuff, see if there's anything stashed or hidden.
Okay, you want to make a perception check for me?
Sure. And I'll let kind of shout to everyone and inspect this bed real quick here. Perception.
Okay. The bed itself doesn't seem to have anything special going for it. The blanket is basic linen. Likewise with the pillow, it's just stuffed with straw. The bedding maybe is wool. You can't really tell what animal it's from, but it seems like it might be wool. That said, while you're poking around, you do notice some scrapes on the ground, and you realize that basically directly to your west is a hidden door, or to your east. I mean, excuse me.
All right.
Oh.
Oh, hidden door. All right. Can I open it?
Check for traps. Check for traps.
Do you want to open the door?
I
It
guess
doesn't seem like it has a mechanism. It looks like it's just a like push the edge in and then pull it open. You know.
Gotcha.
1d6, you find it on a 1 or 2.
I'm gonna open it in such a way that it opens like I'm behind where it opens.
Okay. Yep, it is a nondescript room of roughly the same size. However, there are a couple of old shields on the wall, which imply that it might have been some sort of like armory. Maybe whoever owned that cell was some sort of martial monk or maybe a knight or something.
Shield back
Ooh.
here.
Yeah,
Perhaps there is a name or something upon the gear.
shields, but no weapons.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of inspect around for
Are there crests on
insignias
them?
and names or anything to
Exactly, right?
try to identify the owners.
Exactly.
No, watch it.
Yeah. Yeah. So to answer your question, there aren't identifiable like medieval heraldry per se. However, yeah, you got to watch for the walls, dude. You're not.
I know. I meant to do it, but this one draws lines and like, yeah. I'm sorry. My bad.
Instead, they are both identical. Basically, a golden V on a field of green.
Okay. I guess, do I know of any realm or peoples that might correlate with? That might be like a history check.
Yeah, that would be a history check.
All right.
That would be a good question, yeah.
Jory,
Indeed.
do you have any vision abilities?
I think I have like I'm a special. I don't think I have special visions. Let me look.
Do you have a light source?
We had 2 rubies, so he should have the other light source that he's wearing in some form.
Actually, I can't see where it shows what visions I have. Here, hold on.
Yeah, which implies that you don't, for what it's worth.
Yeah, it's probably like me because I know I made one for me and one for him.
Oh, there you go. That might be it.
Because we had to get those rubies to make them.
Yep.
A little fey luck. Wow, fortunate feat. Yeah, it does not mention any sort of. Oh wait, leporine senses. What does that give me? Proficiency in the perception skill. Great, thanks. I have
Yeah,
rabbit
that's
sense.
useful.
Yeah, rabbit sense.
Sense is tingling.
Yep, my ears, they twitch. My nose, right? Why is your nose doing that? Stop. Shh.
Yeah.
Light
why'd
on
you-
your belt. Miner's
Light on my
It's
belt.
right
Miner's
there,
light
you
right
know.
there.
Why'd you freeze
let me
up for a
Spooky
moment?
question.
Oh, rabbit sense.
Yes.
What's your question?
Why did I get a feat spam in my chat window?
Did I hit the wrong button?
There?
No, it wasn't me.
In order to show what I'm doing,
Oh, what are you doing?
I'm doing a history check. And adding my psychic ability, my wild talent.
Got it. Well, the bad news is it doesn't come from any kingdom or court that you are familiar with.
Yeah.
Watts. The room is relatively empty. I mentioned those columns. There is like a little like alcove in the back with what appears to be a sort of ceremonial font that has long since run dry.
On that ceremonial font, does it have any distinguishing marks that I would recognize as a priest? Or
Are
sorry.
you asking
Want to give me a religion
font?
check? Yep, it's Comic Sans. Actually, it's kind of egregious.
Yeah, then it would not have any. recognizable.
So it'd be super recognizable. You'd just be disgusted.
Right. It'd be easy to read, though. You know, get a couple of the- just like, yeah.
Uses comic stands. You heathens.
So I think if I read that rule right, because I rolled a 1, my die increases to a D8. For the next time when I use it.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. Just making sure.
There are no discernible marks that you can see anywhere beyond like some basic decorative stuff. That said, the basic decorative stuff shows you wheat ready for harvest.
Let's follow the wise wolf. Damn my rabbit form. Maybe she's into it. I don't know.
I think you'd be prey.
Right, then I mean, we could play that way.
I'm going
Check on
to.
deities and such that uses that type of moniker.
It's a mighty good view of Chewbacca you give it me.
I'm
just
going
saying,
to.
I can top from the bottom. That's how you like it.
Always
I'm
the one who
gonna
knows
kind of look
stuff.
around for other hidden walls or hidden sort of stuff. Now that I know kind of the quality it would look, or likewise any mechanisms hidden behind the shields.
Yeah, you don't find anything behind the shields. They're basically mounted to the wall on iron spikes that have been driven into the stone. However, the wall to your east, to the right, you do see 2 very cleverly hidden arrow slit panels that open up onto the hallway that you came into originally.
Yikes.
That's an interesting. I wonder what sets that trap off.
It doesn't look like it's a trap. They look like they're manually operated.
Those are guard posts. I'd like to open the door that's next to me.
Yeah, no problem. No, really. Yeah, it opens up onto a hallway. Actually kind of warmly lit. Floor and walls are still rough hewn. There are, however, several doors that you can see in the hallway.
Oh, shit. Okay, can I roll a history check on player knowledge?
Yeah. What are you attempting to check?
Yeah, what are you trying to remember?
First of Strahd, Temple of Amber.
You want to roll for it?
Ooh,
Not high
not
enough, damn it.
good. Not good.
No, I think an 11 would tell you one way or another. I mean, you've played Curse of Strahd, and this is absolutely that fucking dungeon's layout. That's weird.
Huh.
Fuck. Thank you, Feywild.
Oh, it's
But
that.
this is a twisted version because
Wait,
in the other version, there wasn't fog in the middle. It was a giant statue.
what was the statue of? Strad?
No.
Cabinet?
It was.
I only vaguely remember.
I'm trying to scrape it up myself, but it was one of the deities that actually imprisoned Strahd there.
Didn't we have like a fight around that statue over like 2 floors?
Yup.
I do remember.
I'm trying to remember this because that's the change. That also means if we can go downstairs, like there's some really cool buffs that can come off of some of the statues hidden here.
Oh my god, I remember that now. quote cool buffs.
I mean, if you don't mind, like losing your teeth and shit.
It's grim.
Hey, the one I had was effing amazing. I don't care.
Yeah, you're also like
That's funny.
half fucking demon feet right now, right?
He was pretty
Yeah,
good.
so I'm gonna sprout another eyeball off in the middle of my forehead. What's the big deal?
God,
Yeah.
fucking D-Gen gamers. D-Gen gamers. That's all I gotta say.
The Cronenberg campaign.
I just had to eat, soil.
What was that?
I just had to eat soil.
Yeah, right. Yep.
So wait. So that thing could be a god, literally.
It's the god of secrets.
Oh, is it the god of secrets or it's the god of the spiders?
Wolf.
The statue that's in the middle of the giant room is the god of secrets, and I want to say it was like Nephiron or something.
At least it was a god of secrets in Curse of Strahd.
Yeah.
Right. So we're actually, this might be a weird copy pasta of it with minor tweaks, because that was very obviously illicit-ish in the middle.
No, he said like a bug.
No, he's talking about the Curse of Strahd one.
Oh, right. Yes, and that one was more, yeah.
GBs. But yeah, no, I want to say, I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. This is scary. Very, very scary.
I mean, I played that game with you, Watts.
Yeah, you did. You also remember there's a lich in here, right?
Oh, that was right. The old man.
Oh yeah.
There's a stone that turns people into vampires that was down here that we. Oh, I'm glad that storybook closed when it did, because it was getting scary. I think that's the nice way of putting it.
I was enjoying it.
Oh yeah, no, it was fun. Don't get me wrong, but it was definitely.
We were gonna get the sword.
You were getting in over your heads a little bit there.
I was gonna get the sword. I was gonna use it to kill it.
When we had the sword, we were gonna wake up dude's sister, who apparently was actually the one who's supposed to wield the sword.
Supposed to hold the sword, right. I
I
remember.
was gonna marry Strahd.
Mhm. Well, that didn't go so well, did it?
Who names their kids Strahd?
As a first name.
Strahd von Verovich.
Strahd on cabinet. I know.
Exactly. Yep.
So Watts, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna look for some statues?
I'm drudging through my memory right now, trying to remember, because we.
It's all right. Maybe this is a personal test. Maybe we're not supposed to take the statues. Does the hallway seem dangerous at all?
No, it's quiet. I mean, all of the candles are burning, but that's really about it.
Well, I mean, there's a door on the opposite end of this place.
Yeah, there's also a door on the west side, kind of every 10 feet.
Every 10 feet.
Yeah, just about.
No, not the one just across from this one.
Oh yeah, you can't actually see the hallway from where you're at. I see.
Alien went into the room.
Yeah.
I'll slip in after. Come on, Watson, you can't stand around all night.
Watch me. Ha ha.
What's behind curtain number 1?
Yeah, it looks like some kind of storeroom. There is a set of shelves. They're mostly empty and dusty. There are a couple of bottles there, though.
Well, I'm resistant to poisons. I can test a poison or two.
Yeah, there are 3 bottles. Each of them is filled with some sort of brown, maybe slightly yellow liquid. It's kind of like the consistency and shade of Yoo-hoo.
Yeah, gross.
That's gross.
Doors 1 over there.
Oh, I got you. Here. I go here.
I opened it up. Does it smell? Is it garum?
It is not garum. It does smell pretty bad, though. Almost like acetone, or like the water you use to clean your brush while you're painting minis.
Oh, nice. I found paint thinner.
Yeah, maybe it's really bad liquor. That's what it sounds like orcish liquor.
Guys, I think I found paint thinner. Like
Okay.
dye mixture or something for cleaning brushes. I don't know, maybe you could use it for cooking or something.
Or there might be other uses.
They're stripping paint off something. Getting works drunk. I don't know.
Getting right, see?
Mm-hmm.
See?
How heavy would that be?
God.
For what it's worth, Verde, there were a bunch of other bottles on that shelf, but they were all like smashed. Those were just the survivors.
What kind of like influence did the smashed areas have on the shelf that it was sitting on?
It stained it. Like pretty much all over, you could see where it ran in rivulets to the floor. Almost like an ink wash, as long as we're keeping paint metaphors going.
Yeah. Well, I don't know exactly what it is, but I can pretend it's paint thinner for now.
Yeah, probably safe. So while he's looking at that, it looks like there was one to the right. I couldn't find the thing to open it.
One to the right?
Yeah. No?
Nope.
There's another door to the left.
No, there is a door basically northwest of you now, Fairly.
Oh, okay.
Right in front of you.
Wow. This is not what I'm trying to do.
Basically. Wow, that's a big ping. Holy crap.
Fair enough.
Dad pingdo.
Oh, it looks like a little fire pit or something. Or is that? What is
It's
that?
more like a narrow hallway. There's like a torch burning on a sconce there. It's just a stone hallway with a door at the end of it.
And the door was closed. I'm gonna look look around this room a little bit. That's sus.
Sure. There doesn't seem to be anything at first blush, but if you want to like roll investigation, maybe.
I rolled a perception.
Yeah, you don't see anything that would indicate an obvious secret door. So like no scuff marks like you found in the guard room or anything like that. Probably just a normal hallway.
Why is there just a narrow hall with a torch and a closed door? Is it not like super smoky in there?
No. Do you want to investigate the fire?
Yeah.
It is in fact a cold fire. It isn't burning. It's more like an illusory flame.
Oh, it's just like a continual flame like the one I have.
Yeah.
Cool. It's attached to the wall, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess this is just their little makeout room.
Nice.
Well, I mean, there is a door at the end of that hall.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, directly to your west.
Oh, I see. All right. Well, okay. This one goes on a little bit here, guys. I'm gonna keep on looking.
Watts, you wandered off. What were you looking at?
Okay. From what I remember from the Temple of the Temple of Amber, there should be a door in front of my face.
Yeah, there is. Big one.
Okay.
Door
Can I
open.
crack it and peek through?
Yeah.
Okay. There was no interactive there as to what I could.
It's right above the spot that your character is on.
Yeah, they're in a weird place because of the way the map generated them.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, I don't like the way it fit everything to the grid either. Like I have complaints about this map. That said, I made it myself, so I have no one to blame. This area is similar to the room on the other side. However, it does open into a larger space to your right, basically to the south. And you can see a door on the wall there. And the alcove, instead of having a font in it, has just a column. However, off to the, the northeastern corner, you can see an intact font. It is also dry, but it does have significantly more decorative stonework on it.
I'll go inspect it.
Okay. The columns, same motif, wheat ready for harvest, basically in a repeated pattern around the base and the top of the pedestal, basically. No other obvious markings, nothing that would indicate obvious religious purpose or intent either.
Yeah, I'm not going to investigate. Diddle.
It would appear not. Did you want to look at the font as well?
Yes.
That's over here. I'll just move you.
Oh, thank you. Oh.
Yep.
Go for it.
Nice. Yeah, this one's different. Where before the other one was basically just the holy water vessel, kind of as a wall-mounted, fixture. This is almost like a miniature shrine. The bowl that would hold the holy water is there, absolutely. Behind it is a small, like a mini my brain is saying alcove, but that's not the right word. But like a recess wherein you would expect an effigy to a god to be. There is, however, no effigy there. Instead, there is a small pile of broken pebbles.
Can I tell what type of stone they are?
Yeah, they appear to be marble. In that it's looks like a mix of quartz and granite. So your guess would be some sort of marble-like stone, like some stone that had inclusions of both.
Gotcha. That is so weird.
Phalian, those are stairs leading down.
Okay. So we should probably regroup before we think about going up or down. Let's find that other
The fuck
Yeah, I
did it not
agree with that.
export the staircase? That's weird. I'll have to fix that next time. Yeah, there's supposed to be a downward staircase there. I don't know why it's not showing up.
What?
I run away down the hall. Catch me if you can. Fastest of the gingerbread man.
Soup rats.
That's how you pull aggro. What?
Yeah, I'm not going to go downstairs. But there's still a door here. You can't go all the way out.
I really hate how those doors are not convenient.
Ooh, it's a raven.
Oh, yep. There is a crypt in the next room, Watts.
Okay.
Of the sort that, like an above ground tomb of the sort that you would find in New Orleans.
Choom.
Was there anything fluttering around?
No, the room is otherwise empty. It is well kept for what it is. The tomb seems undisturbed. On both the north and the south end, there are two archways that would be doors, except that they are solid granite.
Interesting.
Why didn't it
These
stop you at the door, Phelan? That was weird.
These archways would be doors, except that they're walls.
Okay. Verde. Almost kind of looks like an office. In fact, perhaps as a sick joke, someone has painted a window on the wall where if this were a building and you had access to the surface, there would be a window.
I can't actually.
That's funny.
That's
That's very funny. I'm gonna laugh at that.
Yeah, the desk itself is empty, save for an unlit candle. What looks like probably a cup to hold pens or quills or something that is also empty. And a book.
Let's peruse the reading material.
What's the book say, dude?
Okay. If you open the book, it appears to be a small handmade journal, or would be if it had words in it. But in fact, it is simply full of maps.
Neat. I like this.
None of these maps are labeled. There is no text whatsoever, and you don't recognize any of these places.
I'm gonna tie this book of maps to my belt so that I can consistently check it throughout my journey.
It is
Okay.
It is quite up your alley. You'll find no contest for me. That's for you.
What should I call this? A book of like
This is Book of Maps.
unlabeled map book.
The Journal of Harlan
the
Quick.
places you'll go.
Atlas's book of maps unlabeled. I'm going to put that right over my heart in my leather harness.
In case you ever get shot.
Yeah, right.
I told you that book was worthwhile.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I also, like, it's painted to the wall, or is it a painting on
It was painted on the wall. It was probably painted by not an artist, judging by the quality.
Oh, okay. That's kind of funnier and kind of sadder.
You know, Jory, I've always thought that bad art was better than good art because it documents human failure. Or, you know, in this case, whatever race of person made this.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I actually think that there's more, yearning in this than it would be if they had hired someone who was, actually a very good painter.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Like, I wonder, who was forced to draw maps here.
Interesting.
Okay. Watts, you cut through the tomb room over onto a balcony, kind of overlooking that same cloud of fog. Unfortunately, you still can't see anything better from there. However, you do see a room to your north.
I gotta love symmetry.
Hopefully there's a
We're just
door
gonna-
there? Because there's no door for me to click.
Yeah, it's just an archway. That's why.
Okay.
Okay. The room itself is relatively nondescript. However, the walls are worked stone rather than rough cut, as if they have been finished over with masonry. There's a door to the west, and otherwise some decorative columns, and that's about it.
Yeah.
That wall there, Watts, that you opened, basically is the exact same mechanism as the guardhouse door.
Gotcha. They really need to make it where that stays hidden until you say otherwise.
There is a way to do it. This map just exported incorrectly. It was part of what I was trying to fix earlier.
Gotcha. And again,
YOLO. Oh, go for it. Sorry, man.
no, go for it.
YOLO. The door opens onto a dining room. There are two chairs. One is pushed all the way in, and judging from the dust in the room, has never been moved from that position. The other, the chair on the west, you do actually see tracks in the dust that implies that it might have been used relatively recently.
Neat. Where do the tracks go?
Oh, just as if it's been pulled out and pushed back in.
Okay, that's it.
Similar to the office, there are two windows painted onto the walls. They show what would be a view across a field of grass to another window.
Huh. Do the windows line up? They don't line up, do they?
They totally do, yeah.
If I go look in the one that we saw before,
Yeah.
what do I see?
It looks like it's a sketch of like a little courtyard, maybe 5 feet across, and then another wall.
On the other wall, there's a window looking back.
Nope, not that one.
Huh. All right. But then the other window that Verde's looking at, what does that one show?
Through the window, it looks like
Yeah.
maybe a bed.
Oh. A bed? That's interesting.
All right, now I'm going to go back to Oh, that's in Phalian.
All right. Do I see doors
Phalian,
along
unlike
this
the
side?
other hallway, there are no doors on this side.
Okay. Well then, I'm gonna go to catch up with Watts, which is what I was kind of trying to do.
All right. Well, he stopped through this mausoleum room. Then he came through here. And then he came through there. And then he opened a wall door over there.
Okay. What's in there?
I was about to find that. Ask that question.
Wall door?
Waldorf salad?
Where's Waldor?
Where's Waldor?
Waldorf salad.
That's what rogues say everywhere.
He's at the Waldor Astoria.
Stairs down, Watts.
Well, that's the second set of
I don't
stairs
know
we
why he's
found
staring
then.
you down, Watts, but you know.
So clearly down is the way we have access to from this part. But then I believe if we go left, we go up.
There is not a left, from what I can tell.
Over here?
Yeah, there was a door in there. Yeah. It opens onto a tiny, I would call it a closet, but it's 10 feet by 5 feet, so more like a Harry Potter bedroom, you know?
Hey, it's too tall for that.
Kind of checking
Fair
around the walls on this one.
Okay. On the west wall, you find 2 arrow slits similar to the ones that you found in the guardhouse.
So is this a place to stand and shoot outward from?
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like
Okay.
there's a staircase on the other side of those arrow slits that leads downward.
Okay. So then if I go here, there's not a door wall or anything?
No.
Okay, so then it would be going around the other way to access that staircase. So there's 3 stairs down. I think I heard a joke about 3 stairs down.
It was banned.
Oh no. It was three stairs up and then 3 doors down.
Ah.
That was banned in the 90s.
Exactly.
Yo. YOLO, the other thing is at the back of the dining room there is another large window that opens out. You know, it's not a real window, again, just to be clear. It's a painting. This one, though, is done in actually pretty, exquisite detail. Perhaps the most work out of any of them that you've seen has been done. I, again, wouldn't call it professional work. Like, you can see evidence of mistakes and places where it's been painted over. But the view outside is of a countryside in what appears to be an overcast early morning lighting.
Cute. Is there anything on the dining table?
There are a couple of plates. There's one set of plates, one large plate, one small plate. There is also a set of teacups, 2 of them. And that seems to be about it.
So somebody having like a personal lunch or something.
Yeah, though there is no evidence of them being used. They're all clean.
Interesting. Nothing odd about the table.
Not that you can see, no.
I moved the chair to follow its cracks in the dust. Does it trigger something? No mechanism.
No. It's just a chair.
Right then. This doesn't circle around like I thought it would, Jory, so we got to go all the way back and try to find the other game.
All right. I was thinking that maybe all the images that we saw through the little painted windows would jive into one cohesive reality, but I didn't see it. I didn't perceive it myself.
Are they all the same time? Just as a simple answer, are they all the same day? Kind of day?
You can't really tell. The views are relatively nondescript. They are all relatively similar lighting conditions, but that might just be because the artist only knows how to shade one way.
Yeah, absolutely. Any other kind of like consistency though? Other than the building?
Oh, I mean, they're all obviously the same artist.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, just wondering what's the significance, other than, is it just, this dude was like, oh, we're stuck in here all the time. Look, I'll paint pictures and we can pretend, Oh, maybe he was high.
Right.
He was high.
I mean, maybe.
Maybe he's just lonely. Maybe
Wait,
he's not lonely for the view,
Yep. You hanging out in the corner for a reason there, Drew?
No, I'm on my way. I'm just remembering that you have to go, like, where's the door? The door is here. Now go here.
Yeah, there's no path thing. Exactly. That would be a good feature for them. Totally doable. I know what game engine they're using.
Yeah, agreed. Oh, look, we moved in tandem there. That was cool. Yeah, I'm hanging out with you. I'm hanging out with y'all.
the thing's still down there.
Yep. Okay. Watts and Phalion. Stairs leading down. You can hear your compatriots to the south.
What?
Thing's sure fucking creepy.
They're Watson Valen?
Yeah,
Oh, you ever heard of Watson
Sorry.
Valen? They're good.
I found some secret stairs over here to go down the hole. Don't you wish to go down the
Yeah.
hole, Mr.
There's a
Bunnyman?
there's a few different stairs, so we're all at this one. We might as well start here.
Uh-huh.
Is that where we're going, YOLO? Come along,
I'm
YOLO.
having Kool-Aid. Give me a second.
Okay.
Gives me a second to pull up the map anyway.
Pull up your map.
Go down? I mean, it's cool down there.
Can't catch you with your map down.
Want me to roll like a D100 to see if I like flip to the correct page that has a map on it or something?
No need.
It's never going to roll a map that's actually there, is it?
No, it's just none of those places are here.
Hey,
Okay,
those look like
there's something weird
our
going
world.
on in the neighborhood.
Oh.
I'm gone! Where is my token?
Yep, one moment.
I see not where I am located. My conscience is
I'm a
left my brain.
token. There we go.
You're plagiarizing.
I gotta play games now. Like the tile slide game,
Oh, nice. Oh.
And you have to do the map shift game too.
Oh yeah, I just had to get you guys set up first. All right, how do I share the map from here? Oh, like that. That's how I share the map from here.
Wow. That's really
Okay, yeah. You find yourself in a hallway. At the bottom of the stairs, there's a door in front of you.
True housekeeping.
Yep, it is pretty fucked up down there. The way ahead is basically smashed. The tile directly ahead of you, here, I'll mega ping it since I don't get sizes of pings. But that one, and that one are passable. The rest are blocked.
Okay.
Oopsie, wrong button.
So you're saying there's no way down this hallway, really?
Nope.
Right. Yeah. The hallway is blocked from this direction.
Well, follow Watts.
Okay. Watts. Yep, you push into the room. The room is empty save for a tomb. The body is interred down there. In the ground there.
The very obvious skull and crossbones, sir.
That's the one. Yep.
Danger, danger, danger.
Yeah, it is otherwise nondescript. There is no text on it. There is no other iconography. It does not look like there is anything securing that. What do you call that? The top of a tombstone? There doesn't look like there's anything securing that stone other than its massive weight, for what it's worth.
Gotcha. What's up in this alcove? I cannot put my person actually in the alcove proper.
Yeah, because the way the fucking grid is. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Like, you should be, like, there.
Yep, pretty much. But it's... Anyways, hi, I'm in the corner. What's in the corner?
Yeah, it is basically empty. There is one of those columns. This one's actually a little bit different. There are niches. That's the fucking word I was looking for earlier.
Niche.
There are 3 niches carved into the column. Again, of the sort that you might expect some sort of religious effigy to be. But they are likewise empty, save for some pebbles of stone.
Interesting.
Oh, you know what? Hey, Watts. Are the pebbles of stone remnants of an idol that has been smashed?
I pick up these stones and I bundle them. I guess would be the word.
Hey man, if it's what does that? That's what does it for you.
I mean, it's how you get your rocks off, right?
Just don't lick the rocks.
No, actually, jokes aside, after you turn them in your hands and you look at them more closely, it does look like there might have been some sort of effigy there that those were probably pieces of. You don't think there's enough remaining for you to like push them together.
Gotcha.
They're not like deliberately shattered so much as by the way, only a few tiles in the room are actually open, so you can really only go about that far. Yep.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you couldn't put them back together, you don't think, Watts? But what you do see is like what looks like the hand of a young woman in one of the niches, and then in another one,
because of the fingernails.
Yeah, likewise, you could tell from it being like slender, or maybe it's an elf. That's fair. I don't want to judge.
Sure.
You know?
It's just a very feminine hand.
Right.
Oh, it's just as you were describing it, I'm like, how do I know it's feminine? It must be, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, in another niche, you do find another identifiable piece. Looks like it might be like the hood of a hooded robe, but like laid down across a shoulder. So you think you're looking at like a shoulder with a piece of a hooded robe on it. Nothing identifiable as a particular god or goddess, though.
A side boob.
Yep, no side boob.
There's absolutely side boob.
But it's not side boob.
Interesting.
At least none of them seem to be yours.
On the stones in my hand, does it feel like they were shattered from within or from without?
None of the edges are actually sharp. So it's hard to say whether it was shattered at all or maybe was instead eroded in some other process.
Just forever old and fell apart. Bad stone. Eaten by stone weevils.
Stone weevils,
No.
exactly.
God. You know what? I wouldn't actually put them past putting stone weevils in the game for the sweet little Murgatroyd. Is this still marble or is this amber?
It's marble. You haven't come across any amber yet.
Interesting. You know what? And you said this was a lady's hand in a hood.
Yeah, like a shoulder with a hood laying on it, you know?
I'm gonna take a peek too in my little corner.
Yeah, where you're standing, Verde, the alcove there is empty with the exception of a column. That column is nondescript. It has that same sort of like wheat motif around the edges.
Yeah.
Peep the wheat motif.
Son. I still wear that t-shirt fairly regularly.
Nice.
I was stopped by an old woman in my building who was like, what does that say? And she like brushed my hair aside so that she could read the words thug notes. And I was like this is an elderly woman, right? And I was like, yes, it says thug notes. It's an internet joke, actually. See, and before I knew what I was doing, I turned around and pulled my hair aside so she could read the back where it says, peep that motif, son. I remember it was at the grocery store up in fucking Del Mar. That's where it happened. Yeah, and she was like, "Oh," and I tried to explain to her what the whole thing was about. It was like it's a young man from the inner city who belies his looks by explaining classics of literature, though in the inner city tongue. You know, trying to not be. You know, how do you? That's right. That's how you describe it. She was like, well, thank you. That sounds wonderful. And I was like, it is. It's very funny.
Oh, I can change the grid. Look at me.
Have a nice day.
Oh, that's weird. Part of me is thankful for that, sir. Part of me is also wishing to throw things at you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to light it up right. It's still fucking tragically fucked, but...
At least we can clearly tell the hallway is distinctly 15 feet across.
Right.
I'm going to take all of the pieces of the effigy. I'm going to put them in my inventory.
Okay.
So weird.
You naughty boy.
What else is in here?
An effigy.
Grave robbing.
Have to live like an effigy. Don't have to grave rob the effigy, no.
Well, I'm not going near the actual grave. This is something to the side.
Just to the side. To the side.
Side booty, if you will.
Wow, that's a whole different thing.
That is absolutely a whole different thing and a whole lot of trouble.
Get yourself a little side booty, are you? No, I am not.
What would I call this in my inventory? Bag of
side booty.
Remnants of an effigy, maybe?
Man, that's a whole on book of poetry.
Yeah, that's like a Keats poem or something.
Yes, it's a Keats poem. Exactly. Remnants of an effigy. I think that's pretty much exactly right.
Sounds like a line from a Tool song.
Well, yeah, probably inspired by that Keats poem.
You know he was Tom Morello's roommate for a while?
No, I didn't know that.
Keats? Yeah, it's amazing. No, I mean James Maynard, whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah, no, Maynard. Maynard is enough. We all know who you mean when you say Maynard.
Yeah.
That guy's a tool. I mean,
right? Like, jokes aside, though, kind of like infamously an asshole. So could you imagine being that dude's roommate? But it's why he sings on Battle for Los Angeles or whichever album he's on in Bad
That's
Religion.
right.
Or Bad Religion. What the fuck,
No.
Rain? And Rage Against the Machine. Yep.
Yeah. Rage Against the Machine. Love that guitar, man.
Hell yeah, man.
And shit, when they mix that guitar with Chris Cornell's vocals, whoo! That's like good.
Yeah, right? Damn.
Well, can we clear the path, or is it royally fucked up? Do we have to go back?
It's royally fucked. You would have to do like construction work.
Yeah, so we have to go back upstairs.
Look at this shit. It's fucked.
I was thinking it.
Would my tiny self be able to kind of squeeze through and around, or not even that?
Not even that. Like, honestly, if I had time to go through and refine the way this map marked itself up, I would have marked it as impassable.
I see. So not the sort of thing that like a thunder wave would just clear.
No, you're talking tons
no.
of rock. Like, yeah.
You would need like dynamite and hope things wouldn't collapse. Like this was literally chiseled out of a marble side of a mountain. Okay. Guess back up the hill.
Stairs, better than a hill.
Unless somebody wants to
Hill,
do a
Hill 2.0, if you will.
I mean, is it a hero's grave? Are they obligated to help heroes because they're heroes?
What have I got in here now?
No idea.
1, 2, 3. 1.
I don't know. The grave seems unmarked, indescript.
Well, you want to see if it's got a name?
Yeah.
3 week.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing on the grave.
Fucking A.
Yep.
Just the memento mori of the skull and crossbones.
Yeah, they're not obligated to help us. If it was a hero's grave,
And we'll give him a hero's grave.
well, that just means if you're a hero, you're obligated to, help yourself.
All right, you guys should be back on the other map now.
Yep.
Like it.
Yeah, there's stairs all the way on the other side. I think that's about it. Or we can go down and meet this thing head on in the cold.
Yeah, no, there's 2 more sets of stairs, I believe.
I don't know where the second one is. I only know where the other one in the room that we went down.
There are more coils to this anus of eternity.
To the left
It's probably connected to the big room with the thingy in it.
Okay. I do know of those.
Yeah, here, I'll show you through the arrow slits over here. Come here.
Are you WASDing around?
Me? Yeah.
I was wondering.
No.
I could tell from the way your token movement request showed
No,
up. I was like, that's kinda cool.
It's arrow keys, but yeah, basically.
Right. I get it. Yeah.
I don't know. I'll be right back.
Oh, those ones. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to see Stoka about this.
No. All right. I'm gonna AFK for just a second. I want to go get myself a drink, and I'm gonna bio while I'm there. So give me like a minute and 20.
Okay.
Wow, you go at subsonic speed, sir.
You're gonna bio while you're where?
He's giving
David?
producer
David?
estimates. They're not.
Oh,
they're
actually,
not actual.
You should evacuate all your urine in about 22 seconds, give or take, just like 1 or 2 seconds. Otherwise, there's a problem. I read that recently.
That depends on your capacity of your bladder and the frequency of your visit.
I suppose that's true too. Hard to argue that. No.
All right, that's better.
Welcome back.
Welcome back,
Indeed.
sir. Hopefully everything came out okay.
Indeed. Also, that is actually irrespective of bladder size. It's true of mice. It's true of human beings. It's true of elephants.
Oh, see, I read it somewhere pretty recently. The 22-second pee thing, right?
Yeah. It's related to the ratio between bladder and urethra size. Was what I read.
There you go. I was just thinking of it in relation to, pit stopping your urine.
Yeah, well, if you have like prostate issues or whatever, it's not going to be 22 seconds.
And that's diagnostic, right?
But like one of the signs that maybe you should talk to your doctor about your prostate is if it's taken a lot longer than 22 seconds.
There you go.
No, well, I mean, I know when I've been like getting full of salt and drinking a lot of fluids or whatever, because I'd be like working at or being at a convention, and then when it's finally time, it's like full blast, full stream. And I piss the whole cycle where I'm standing there and like the person to the left and right of me that appear after I get started are finished. And then the next set of people, and it's like, well, golly,
Yeah,
I guess I had a lot there. So no, that also happens.
Likewise, when you drive long distances.
Yeah, that assumes normal circumstance for sure.
Yeah, no. Or
pulling Austin Powers straight out of the
my brother will do that in the morning sometimes where it's just like, oh no, he's still going. Right. I almost feel like I want to fall back asleep while I'm peeing.
That only happens if it's the dead of the night wake up one where it's bad enough that you woke up. It's like, oh, well, why am I? Oh, that's why I'm awake. Why am I awake?
Yeah, totally.
Anyway, so let's try the second set of stairs. Do you want us to walk all the way over there, or can you assume that we can get there?
Oh, I can move you over there
Sounds good.
if that's what you're all into. All right. Okay. Maybe I can. Hold on. There we go. Ooh, that was weird.
Actually, you said that hallway had no doors on it?
That is correct.
That's weird.
No windows, no doors.
Oh, yeah.
But the other pair of stairs was down here in the southernmost room.
Well, there's these pair down here, but I thought you guys were going to the ones that were over here.
Balin found, didn't he?
I figured we would hit the closer ones first, but yeah, we can go all the way around if you guys want.
Well, the only other ones that you have access to that you're aware of are the big stairs that lead to the fog with the thing in it.
Fucking thing. It's a fucking thing.
Right. Okay. Yeah, let's go up and around.
All right, so that brings you this way. Whoopsie. That not lined up with the fucking grid. Which, though, on the other map, then, will be... Fuck did the other map go? Oh, did I close the other map? God damn it. Dummy.
Dummy.
That boy ain't right.
That's fucking right.
You don't know what you're talking about. You're not very nice, but why you now?
Okay. There you are. There you are. That's the Annulus of Eternity, too.
The Anus of Eternity.
Yeah.
Stare it in its brown eye.
Multiple infinities, you see.
Well, yeah, you can fit some infinities inside of other infinities.
Exactly.
That doesn't sound
Some
very
infinities are
comfortable.
very small.
Some infinities are very, very small in comparison to other infinities.
Right. Small infinities are the best.
Modal infinities?
Small.
Small infinities, yeah. I see.
They're the cutest infinity.
Yeah, the small ones.
I hear this
Somewhere out there.
All I see is a cat running around in a circle trying to catch its tail.
That's funny.
A small infinity.
Very philosophical.
Exactly. Nope. Somewhere out there, I think some nerd has a tier list of infinities.
Right.
That would not surprise me. Actually, I would be surprised if there wasn't one.
Yeah, I agree. You're truly S tier infinity.
Okay. Yep. The stairs continue down, around the corner, and empty out on the, that's why I didn't draw the stairs, by the way. It's because of their shape. I have issues with my map program, that's for sure. Anyway, opens up onto a hallway.
You need to
hallway is you're gonna have to open it yourself. Actually, hold on. I think I can reshare it. Did that work?
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. That didn't used to work, so it's not my reflex. Apologies.
No, you're good.
You used to only get one,
Right.
It is a much better user flow, though. Hold on, and let me minimize the other map rather than close it. Thank you. Okie dokie. Watts. There is an archway to the south that seems to open onto a very narrow room. probably another one of those plush-shaped rooms that you saw earlier. There is a large, and by large I mean like 10 feet across, sarcophagus in the room.
Interesting.
You can just see the edge of it from where you're at.
Clearly not the sarcophagus of an average person.
Is it all safe, buddy? Following in behind him.
Yeah, hold up.
Sarcophagus of a giant woman?
Giant woman?
I mean, you'd have to open it to know.
Giant woman.
It is nondescript, however. Made of the same rock as everything else around here, a mix of granite and quartz that you would call a medium grade marble.
Shisty.
Yeah, a little shisty.
And this grid's not lined up at all. Oh my
No, it's completely fucked up. Thankfully, it lets you move in half grids, so you could just deal with it anyway.
Yeah. I'm currently sitting in 4 different squares. Don't hit me with an AE. It might hurt. That's just wrong.
Yep. So the arms of the cross seem to have been filled in with stone. Large pieces of stone, like worked blocks, rather than carving out of the local material.
Interesting.
I mean, one thing that you can deduce from the disposition of this sarcophagus and the room is that it was probably not intended for this space, or if it was, this space was not intended for visitors after the sarcophagus was placed.
But interred.
Yeah.
I knock on it.
It's pretty stolid. Like the stone it's made out of is apparently thick enough that it doesn't ring hollow, but that doesn't actually tell you that it's solid. That just tells you that it's thick. You know.
Right. I wonder if this is like one of those Cask of Amontillado situations.
Well, somebody forgot to fill in the door. If that's the case.
Well, there's this. We have one more spot where we can entomb someone down here with wine. See, I mean, that sounds completely open. Interesting. What do you guys think of this place?
Right?
Fair enough.
How am I going to sacrifice my eyeballs if there are no cows to sacrifice them for?
Looks like a hallway leading to a door. Very large steel door. It's he was like the true king of Gondor, right? Large steel door.
Oh, right. Large steel door.
No, actually, to the left is what looks to be a shrine or a temple of some sort.
I'll move closer to inspect the shrine.
Yeah, the doorway has collapsed, but you could certainly get in there. Despite it being a cross on the map, it's not actually a cross. It is, in fact, an obelisk. I just did not have an obelisk icon that I could place here. So instead, you get a Christian icon. Look at that.
Isn't that the way?
Yeah. There are a series of glyphs inscribed on all four sides of the obelisk. You don't recognize the language. The script is kind of like, if you were to like describe it aesthetically, it feels harsh. The chisel marks deep and mostly straight lined.
Is it infernal?
Doesn't seem to be, no. Like I said, it's not a language that you could call out as recognizing at all.
Okay.
Take a look.
Yep. Whoops. Sorry, I didn't mean to drag you there. Yeah, there is an obelisk at the end of the room. There is text on all four sides. Looks like it's written top to bottom as it translates in your mind. You don't get an exact word for word translation, but what you get instead is sort of an idea. Every side of the obelisk marks the passage of time from the start of the journey to the end, which brings you back to the beginning.
It's like a metaphor for a clock. Very specific kind of clock. Split everything into eights, I think is what you said.
No, it's four-sided. It's an obelisk.
It's four-sided, yeah.
Oh. Does it speak of the realm that we're in right now?
It doesn't really speak at all. It's more like an idea.
I wonder if this is the Temple of Amber from Strahd. I wonder if we're here when it's resetting. Like possibly Strahd has been defeated and the realm's just waiting for him to wake back up. Because
That is an interesting thought.
Because Strahd's not allowed to leave the realm. This is his jail cell.
Yeah.
If I remember the story correctly.
Yeah, that's true.
That means he's been removed from the cycle of life.
Well, he was already super undead, though, right?
No. His soul is trapped here.
Ah, right.
Like
Doesn't get to pass on even if he wants to. Right.
Exactly. I don't think you can even make amends because of what he did upset the gods so much.
Well, yeah. Also it was pandemonium that trapped him, right? Like it wasn't a nice god.
Right.
It wasn't a merciful or forgiving one, you know.
Not even remotely.
It was a demonic one.
So this is most likely, unless they figure out a way to actually fully destroy his soul, the Curse of Strahd will never actually end.
Right.
As you recall from your campaign, that was in fact your intention with the sword, was to basically obliterate him. so that there wasn't a soul to come back and thus break that cycle, you know.
Right.
I was going to marry him.
That would
True
have
story.
ended well for you. True story, but I still don't feel like that would have ended well for you. And you deserve to be happy.
Oh, wouldn't have ended well for Strahd.
Hey, Verde, or sorry, why did I say Verde? Hey, Ombwa, what time is it?
Yo, what time is it?
Midnight. See, and if I were on my channel streaming on the dope crew, DOP crew, I would set aside this moment on Saturday night to recognize folks that had gone to patreon.com/Skyward Star and had, given of their hard-earned so that Snipe Hunter and I could continue our artistic endeavors over the long haul. I would take that time to thank them and to say that they should be chuffed because they're actually patrons of the arts.
Of the arts.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah,
From the bottom of our hearts.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you. Be chuffed. Cheers.
Cheers. Glory and good health.
I raised the bomb, as it is. And these delightful
I suppose.
I suppose.
Cheers, guys. Keep up the
Kashira.
good work.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Anyway, as you are.
As you are.
Yeah, also, Verde, I'll give you for free that you think the amount of time that these images, these glyphs seem to convey is less like the cycle of a day and more a cycle of years.
Okay.
So like maybe less a clock and more a calendar or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Which would lean into my theory about this, talking about the cycle of Strahd's imprisonment.
It also does explicitly describe a cycle of start and restart, which does certainly parallel Strahd's imprisonment.
Well, where is it right now?
It doesn't show you a current time or anything.
Oh, no.
We're not that lucky.
Yeah, again, it's more about the concept. It's not an explicit description. You would have the helmet would have given you something specific if there was something specific to give you. It's not a plan, it's concepts of a plan, you know.
So, like, in a sense, this could be like Strahd's, symbolic tomb.
Right, I get what you said. It's semantic tomb.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
You are. That's what made you up. Yeah, you can see what looks like another sarcophagus. This one has an actual like stone likeness of the interred on its top, though.
Interesting.
Looks like a robed woman. Yeah, it's a column. It looks like, again, carved with that same sort of like wheat motif.
Yeah. As you're into wheat.
It's a grim harvest here, sir. What do you expect?
There's a big skull there, like much larger than you would expect from a normal human being.
I like big skulls.
Yeah, no, it's a legit skull.
You think it would be nice in my collection?
If it were on a person, would the person be the size that would fit in that giant ass sarcophagus?
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe we should put it back.
How about that?
I guess.
There's probably a reason it's not in there.
Yeah, do you want to examine the skull before you pick it up or anything?
Oh,
Probably a
totally.
good idea. Probably a real good idea.
Okay. Skull seems to be relatively intact, like lower jaw is there. It doesn't want to close all the way, even though it does seem as if there are some little bits of tendon still holding the jaw to the skull. You could probably look at the jaw more closely to see why that's the case. Like, it's not, there's nothing like weird about it. It's just a big ass skull. But yeah, it seems like a big ass skull. It's missing its vertebrae. Like it's a clean cut at the base of the skull.
Yeah, I don't think I have any way to talk to it or anything.
No, story
Still.
Right, I'm far too gone for lay on hands.
That scene where you're doing CPR on the corpse.
Yeah, God damn it!
What kind of skull could this be? Like, is this an actual giant skull?
Well, only one eye or two eyes.
No, it's got two eyes. It looks like a normal skull. It's just big, like 1.5x scale.
Big.
So are you going to open that sarcophagus to put it in, or?
Yeah. That's what I would do.
I mean, do we have to team up to move it or something?
Yeah, the sarcophagus lid is pretty heavy. But also that sarcophagus is closed. That's probably worth noting.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly a strength barbarian. I'm more of a fast movie barbarian.
I'm not that kind of barbarian.
I could go in there and help them move it, get it in there.
I do
Force
have
it up, and a tendril reach out and grab me, and we go hentai.
I do have a 17 strength.
That's Sentai.
Zen.
But this is
So y'all gonna muscle it up or what?
I don't know if it makes sense, but it's what we're gonna do. So let's do this.
We need to put the giant jaw back where it belongs.
Yeah. Okay. It will definitely take more than one of you to get the top of the sarcophagus to move. That top weighs probably a ton easily, maybe more. That said, once you do apply enough leverage to one of the corners to sort of get it to slide, the stone of the sarcophagus is polished enough that it actually does so without a lot of complaint. There is a raspy sound of stone grinding on stone as you slide it. You manage to push the top probably maybe 2 feet. Not enough to completely open it, but enough that you can look down into the sarcophagus. As you do, you realize that the inside of the sarcophagus is swirling with a cold white fog.
Great.
You cannot see a body inside.
Still want to just tuck the skull in and then throw the top back on.
That's the plan.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe he'll substantiate it.
Okay, so you're gonna put the skull in the sarcophagus and then close the lid, basically.
Yeah, where it belongs.
Let the air fryer cook. You know.
Sure. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't want to touch the mist, right?
Okay. Yeah. So you can you can just drop it in there. You don't have to like dip your hands in it.
I'm not carrying it, but that's what I would suggest. Yeah, just bloop, just throw it on in.
A strategic drop off. No,
What do you mean by that?
I mean, like, if the head belongs where the head belongs, right, and not where like the feet.
Oh, sure.
Okay. Sure. You can't really see the body, but going by the sarcophagus lid, you can guess where the head goes.
Yeah, exactly. I want to put the head back, in a strategic way.
Yeah, for sure. I assume you would try to put it in the proper position. Yeah. Okay. You put the you drop the skull into the fog. You can sort of hear the sound of it coming to rest on the stone bottom of the sarcophagus. You push the lid back into place. Everything is quiet. Doesn't seem like that did anything at all.
All right. Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. Roll initiative.
Oh,
Though on that note, I think we will call it a night.
That's funny. No, I'm kidding. Roll initiative.
I just wanted to give you your head back.
Yeah, let's get the combat tracker set up so that we can just jump into it next time. Oh yeah, I forgot that you get advantage on fucking initiative. Nice. All right, gentlemen. I think that puts us in a good place for next fight. I will describe what actually happens when we open the session next time.
We're standing around this thing, so could you position us around it at least?
Yeah, let's do like like Dracula Dead and Loving It style.
All right.
God, that's a movie I haven't seen in 30 years.
I know, right? I watched the.
I was about to say, you're raising the dead over there.
I watched the reboot of Fright Night about a week or so ago. That was
Whoa! I don't think I've done that. Yeah, crazy.
No, it has McLovin in it as the guy that says, "You're so cool, Brewster."
Wow.
Right.
Good night out there, everybody.
Yep, not everybody.
Not everybody.
Not
Thank
everybody.
you.